Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. And we're going to be going over a few articles, taking a look at some of the charts too as well. If that sounds interesting, go ahead and stick around. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, jumping right over here into our Bitcoin or Cointelegraph article. U.S. exchange suspends and delists XRP left and right. So obviously, a lot of the U.S. exchanges are delisting XRP. We've already heard about Bitstamp, Coinbase, Binance US, the American branch of global crypto exchange and crypto-friendly asset trading services. eToro, our latest platforms to suspend XRP trading in the United States. Very interesting, folks. XRP has now been delisted from Binance.us. So announcing the news on Tuesday, eToro revealed that U.S. customers will not be able to trade XRP. So even eToro, wow. I mean, this is just wild, man. A lot of things going on here with XRP being delisted. U.S. Binance and eToro now join likes of Coinbase and Bittrex as major exchanges to halt XRP trading to American traders. Coinbase is also subject lawsuit from disgruntled trading excuses of platform. Okay, wow. So even Binance apparently was selling XRP before it was available. So a lot of things going on here, folks. This is pretty wild. Meanwhile, Ripple said its plans to fight against the SEC accusations urge investors to accept the commission's stance on the matter. A virtual perpetual has already been set for February 2021. Interesting. So obviously things are getting handled with XRP, and more news on that. Is more delistings obviously occurring. We'll take a look at XRP and see what's going on with those charts too here in a few. Let's jump over into our next article here. Bitfinex CTO Tether is registered and regulated under FinCEN. USDT not next to be targeted of the USC or the SEC. So let's dive into this. I think the headline is a little confusing there. The CTO at Bitfinex, Paulo Arino, has pushed back against rumors that the company's Tether stablecoin may be the next targeted U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The Bitfinex executive insists that the Tether stablecoin, whose market capitalization has now surpassed 20 billion, is properly registered and regulated crypto. So obviously, there's been a lot of rumors around Tether too as well, and it's obvious manipulation that maybe occurred during the last bull run too as well. The CTO said that while responding rumors circulating on social media that USDT stablecoin might fall under a predicament similar to Ripple's token immediately after SEC filed suit of Ripple alleged violating of Securities Act, the XRP value tumbled. Additionally, many crypto exchanges that are wary of implications of the lawsuit have delisted the token. So yeah, here's a tweet here that obviously they're saying that USDT could be next to come, and USDC is probably the most regulated stable coin. So if you are trading Tether, you might just want to be aware that there's some fishy stuff going on with Tether too as well, and USDC probably has a better chance of maybe not being looked at in regards to regulation too as well. SEC not targeting as USDT. It's very hard to imagine Tether as the SEC's priority target list. Stablecoins are just not the hardest thing to classify as a security already pursuing. Yeah, and I wouldn't really see how a stablecoin would be a security because its value is not appreciating at all. I don't understand why they think the SEC would go after a stablecoin. But hey, maybe there's other implications behind it too as well. Obviously, it's a little bit different of a space now, being that regulations are starting to come in too as well. But we're still navigating through this on a daily basis. And obviously, stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay informed each and every single video that we make on this channel. And also share this video with your friends and family if they are interested in cryptocurrency. Next and last but not least, not the last, we have two more. So here we have Wall Street reviews dream of Bitcoin ETF with new SEC filing. Okay, so maybe an ETF being released. Very interesting news that is to occur here too as well. For years, regulators have squashed hopes of Bitcoin exchange traded fund, citing worries about everything from market volatility to industry manipulation, a thin liquidity. Just like Bitcoin itself, issuers keep fighting back. VanEck Associates Corp has started a push to launch an ETF tracking the world's largest digital cryptocurrency. According to filing Wednesday to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the VanEck Bitcoin Trust would reflect the performance of MBIS Crypto Compare Bitcoin Benchmark Rate. It's a bold move for the New York-based firm. There has been multiple applications for crypto tracking ETFs over the years, and the SEC has denied them all. VanEck may be betting that a change in the SEC leadership, Jay Clayton stepping down as chairman, combined with Bitcoin's growing adoption on Wall Street, have improved the odds of regulatory approval. According to analysis, all indications from the SEC that a Bitcoin ETF still faces an uphill battle. President ETF Store, an investment advisory from the VanEck, has confidence to file for a Bitcoin ETF might indicate some shifting viewpoints with the SEC. Clearly a key to watch as the drama continues unfolding as the President Biden taps as SEC chairman. Maybe a new filing for ETF. By filing now, I will restart the clock for a review when there will be a new SEC membership and leadership, director ETF research. Okay, so apparently this new SEC chairman is pro crypto too as well. So this is obviously another good sign for Bitcoin to obviously have the ETF, and who is going to fill out that when it is to occur. And this is just another article that we have here. A Bitcoin ETF could finally become a reality in 2021 after SEC filing from VanEck. So we have our other news here about the ETF being filed too. A Bitcoin ETF could finally land on Wall Street in 2021 following a new application filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission this week by VanEck. Regulators have rejected numerous Bitcoin ETF proposals in the past, including a previous application from VanEck in September 2019. But a surge in Bitcoin to new all-time highs in 2020, driven by increased adoption from institutions combined with a changing of a guard at the SEC, could improve chances of regulatory approval for a Bitcoin ETF. So very interesting news articles here. We have XRP under a lot of scrutiny, but also then we have the maybe a Bitcoin ETF that it could be implemented relatively soon. So let's jump over into the charts without any further ado. Transition on over there. Here we go. All right, we're taking a look at the charts, and we have currently retested some of our trendline areas and some of our fib extension areas too as well. So we've had these up on our price targets for a while now, and let's take a look at this, folks. So we're currently seeing that we are on our fib extensions here. We've been bouncing. We bounced between these two areas here, between our 236 and our 382, and look, we stair stepped up once again when as of yesterday to our 0.5, and now we've been stair stepping between our 386 and our 0.5. So very cool stuff. Now we're looking for that new stair step pattern up into our 0.5 area, or would be our 618, between our 618 and our 0.5. And that would take us probably all the way up to right underneath $30,000. So Bitcoin's still kind of stepping its way up. Price right now for Bitcoin sitting right at about 28,500. Currently finding nice key support above $28,000. So Bitcoin's still looking relatively bullish for the most part. This is the 1 hour time frame. We were waiting on our money flow to start recovering on our lower time frames, and it does look like it is starting to recover. So now we're starting to see this push back to the upside here with our money flow on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some of our higher time frames just to get a reference. Taking a look at our 4 hour time frame, it does look like Market Cipher is ready to probably give us a little bit of a green dot. VWAP is moving sideways as of right now, and so that's probably what we're looking for, is maybe our next stair step up into the next fib extension level, which would put us at the 0.618 level, right underneath $30,000 or so. So very interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. Daily chart still gave us that green dot here on Cipher B as well. It did confirm, and so now we're starting to see a little bit more of an uptrend happening here. But things are still looking in a heavy momentum to the upside as of right now. So I wouldn't be too bearish just yet. Our higher time frames are still looking relatively good. And so let's move on over into our dominance chart and see what's going on over here. Bitcoin dominance, looking at the daily time frame all the way into our higher time frames, it does look like we are probably going to be getting a green dot here on our 1-day chart with Cipher B. So folks, if y'all are interested in learning about some of the indicators that we use on TradingView on our charts, we use the Market Cipher trading. We use Market Cipher by CryptoFace, and we use the TI sequential by Tone Vays along with the Market Guide buy and sell signals. So we're using a few paid for indicators. If you're interested in picking those up, there's links in the description box below if you want to pick them up. Looking here at the 2-day chart, it does look like our Market Cipher B is telling us that we could be trending sideways. We did have a red dot here on our 2-day. So I would imagine that we'll probably see a little bit of consolidation on the Bitcoin dominance chart. As you know, we are bouncing between some Fib extension levels too as well. And for us to probably bounce there, we're probably going to move sideways just for a little bit, maybe the rest of the week into the weekend. And then we'll probably see that next stair step right underneath the $30,000 area or so. So yeah, Bitcoin's still looking relatively strong right now, folks. Let's take a look at some of the alts, and we'll take a look at XRP since that has been heavily in the news as of right now. And lo and behold, folks, it does look like we are dipping below the 22,000 or 22 cent area, and it looks like we are trying to maybe find support probably at the 16-17 cent area or so. We did get a wick all the way down here into our lower frame. Sorry about that, I stayed zoomed in. Let's take a look here. You can see that 11 cents would be our next lowest bottom. We're currently trying to find support on the 16 cent area. We did wick to that 16 cent 17 cent area or so, and now we're closing below the 22 cent area on our daily time frame. Our daily chart still shows that money is kind of rounding off here on Cipher B2 as well. If we start to see this move into the red, that's not going to be good at all for Ripple XRP. Looking at our 12-hour time frame, you can see here that our money flow is just in a consistent sell pressure here. It doesn't look pretty for XRP as of right now. But obviously, you know, hopefully once everything gets settled with XRP, we'll find some consolidation down here at one of these points and then start to make our way back to the upside. But I do think that things are probably going to take a while for XRP to settle, and it'll either be that we find support and consolidation right around the 16 cent area or so, or if there's even more sell pressure, you know, I would expect probably 11 to 12 cents for us to have support down there too as well. So those are some of our key areas that we're keeping a close eye on when it comes to XRP. And let's take a look at ETH, see what's going on here on the daily time frame. ETH is still looking relatively good, finding support above the $700 area too as well. So taking a look at ETH here, you can see that we've currently still been sitting above this trend line here, trying to find support above it. This has been a nice trend line for us to continue to ride up and continue bouncing off of our 21 EMA here on our daily, and also trying to find support above this pivot purple trend line here too as well. Cipher B does show a little sell pressure with our VWAP that's kind of clipping to the downside, and so we could be getting a red dot here sometime soon, but more or less I'm thinking that we find support above $700 as Bitcoin continues to probably move sideways, and we may even see a little bit of buying pressure here if Bitcoin decides to move sideways for a little bit longer. But yeah, other than that, you know, it does look like the market is kind of taking a little bit of a breath here coming up before it, you know, decides to continue to blast off. So getting a little bit of oxygen in for its next big rally, that is a possibility for Bitcoin too, alongside with ETH. Maybe not so much XRP. It looks like XRP is going to be underwater for a while. So hopefully it'll eventually blast off once it finds a local bottom there too as well. And we're going to take a look at the dollar index value because we've had lots of talks about stimulus being passed. I do believe that some people have already received their stimulus checks too as well, but things are definitely not looking too pretty here, continuing to make lower lows here on our daily chart. And you know, we're still looking for about this 88 cent area or so for us to maybe find support there. That was right at about 2017 when we had our previous bull run in Bitcoin. And it definitely looks like we're probably going to come all the way back down to retest that as support too as well. But yeah, we could be getting a red dot here on our 2-day sometime in the near future. So definitely keep an eye out on that. And it does look like, the stimulus package will more than likely get passed. And I do believe that right now they're still talking about maybe implementing $2,000 checks to some citizens too as well. And so we'll go, but obviously that's just going to hyperinflate everything. And we have to make sure that we are doing our due diligence in this market. So folks, if y'all want to sign up for our Patreon page, don't forget, links in the description box below. You can get 16% off if you join for the whole year. And once you join, make sure you give me your Discord username so that way I can give you access to our private categories on our Discord server. If you want to, help support the channel, there's links in the description box below. And I highly appreciate everyone tuning in today. And if you just want to leave a like, I would highly appreciate that too. Comment down below. Let me know how you're doing right now, what altcoins you're getting into. If you want all the altcoins that we're steadily accumulating, make sure you join our Patreon page and learn about those altcoins too as well. But with that being said, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day. And I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.